Glenn, thanks for that live report. Montmarie Rehab and Healthcare Center in Holyoke is cultivating kindness all week long. And that's just one of our stops that we make as Western Mass News goes town by town. The center is observing National Skilled Nursing Care Week, featuring the theme of cultivating kindness, with a series of activities and special events highlighting its role in providing high-quality nursing and rehabilitation care. Today's event was a barbecue for local police and fire departments, along with the Montmarie Care Team. Now to Chicopee, where the EMT Academy is holding an open house. Started at 10 this morning, it goes until 7 tonight. The purpose of the open house is to introduce the public to the academy and make them aware of the training academy and how to become an EMT or paramedic.